friends. Now, this video is going to be a long chatty one, so grab your preferred drink, snack, meal of choice. This is Sharon after the challenge, and I'm going to try and map out my experience throughout this challenge and signpost you. So we'll be flipping between me and past Sharon. The video will be in 3 parts. So the first part is my actual experience of this challenge, and the second would be the results, and then the final part will just be my key takeaways and what's next for me. So let's get right into it and hear from past Sharon before the challenge began. In today's video, I am doing an 8-week wellness program / challenge that I came up with, and I just want to briefly explain it before we get into the 8-week experience. And I divided the wellness challenge into 3 categories with 3 goals each. So the first is physical fitness, and the first goal in physical fitness is to do the BINGE program, which is a home workout program by Michelle Adagala, who's a Kenyan certified personal trainer. She has amazing content, so I'll make sure to link her channel and her website where you can shop all her home workout programs. So the BINGE program, as mentioned, is an 8-week home workout program with 3 workouts a week, all body weight, no equipment needed. And the idea is it's divided into 3 phases. With each phase, there's progressive overload, so there'll be an increase in the intensity of the workouts. Either the repetitions increase or the exercises become more difficult, or both. So it will definitely be a challenging workout. I have tried it before and always got to week 4 before quitting, so this time I'm not going to quit. Second thing in the physical fitness realm is 1 15-minute jump rope workout a week, and I have talked about jump rope before. I link a video up above, so I want to make sure I remain consistent with that. And actually tied to the jump rope goal, I have this idea to do 1 move of the month each month in 2021, where I try to improve my technique by practicing 1 move, and then by the end of the month, hopefully I can update you all on the progress with that move. The third thing is 1 active rest day. So this could just be doing a simple mobility routine, or walking, or just stretching. So I just want to make sure that active rest is something I incorporate into my routine. So that's it for physical fitness. The second thing is for nutrition. Again, 3 goals. The first is 2 liters of water a day, which is fairly easy to track. I'll just use my water bottle and make sure I hit 2 liters. The second is vegetables at every meal, and hopefully I can make sure my veggies are half the plate. And then the third is to log all my meals, and I'll just be logging them on a simple spreadsheet. I'll just have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the dates. So that will be very straightforward. The last category is wellness of the soul. That's what I like to call it, soul wellness or mental well-being, and I have 3 goals there as well. So the first is to journal daily, and I will switch between the modes I journal. I'm not picky about how I'll be journaling as long as I do it. So whether I do it on my phone or in a notebook, whichever way it goes, as long as I do it regularly, and that's every day, hopefully around the same time every day. And then secondly is daily meditation. I talked about the app I use, which is called Insight Timer, and I discussed it in my 2020 favorites, which I'll link above. And then the third thing is something I'm calling 20 minutes of tranquility, and the idea with this is basically just 20 minutes of doing absolutely nothing without any input. So no voices, no TV, no music, no podcasts, nothing. And just sit with a pen and paper and jot down any interesting ideas. I just want my brain to run wild, to get used to this idea of boredom and quiet, and we'll see what benefits I get from that 20 minutes of stillness daily. That was exhausting. I'm still sore from Monday, and today's workout has been interrupted so many times. by so many people, but I've completed it. I've actually not. I need to cool down, but oh my god, it's only day 2 and I'm like, is your girl gonna make it? Stay tuned to find out. Also, this hair, guy, don't worry, I'm going to the salon tomorrow. So it's 17th Jan, end of week 1, and I thought I'd just come in and tell you how this week went. So I've just opened my spreadsheet. By the way, I just did my jump rope workout and I'm still slightly short of breath, so bear with me, and very pink because I'm still cooling down. So in my spreadsheet, I basically wrote on day 1, the first day of begin, feeling thirsty. Is that a good thing? My legs were sore and I felt more physically fatigued overall. And I noticed that the 20 minutes of tranquility turned into journaling, which is okay. And then I realized that TOT, or 20 minutes of tranquility, is essentially unguided meditation, and I just give it my own name. Yeah, so that was interesting. Day 2, this was now Tuesday. I just wrote DOMS. If you don't know what DOMS is, it's delayed onset muscle soreness, I think. Yeah, I'll change it if that was wrong. So it's just like the day after a workout, or 24, I think, to 48 hours after working out, that soreness you feel all over your body. That's all I wrote. And the next time I made a comment was on Friday, which was day 3 of begin, and I said that the soreness was gone. And I realized, Lord, this is really all over the place. And then I realized that I have to meditate first thing in the morning, otherwise I tend to forget, or I meditate in a different form but not from the app. And I think the app, since it has its own inbuilt tracker, it's easier for me to just meditate from the app, because I think I missed 2 days of meditation this week, and it wasn't because I didn't want to. I just forgot when the day went on and meditated in other ways, but I want to meditate from the app. So I just make it a point, the first thing I do when I wake up is to go on the app and meditate. Also, I realized that this week that I don't know how to vlog. So my clips from the week, I didn't even talk to you guys. I don't even know what I'm doing, genuinely. So hopefully I figure this thing out from next week and see how I can actually bring you into the activities I'm doing. The thing is, I do them so fairly early in the morning, so I want to see if I can bring you guys with me as I do them. So my dogs are making noise, they're hungry, so I'm going to go and feed them. I'll see you next week. Hey friends, it is Wednesday the 20th, I believe. Yeah, the 20th of Jan. We are in week 2 of this wellness challenge, and the real challenge is me picking up my camera and actually engaging with you guys. You know, I have like maybe 2 vlogs on this channel, so it's not natural for me to just pick up the camera and speak to you guys. But you know what, hopefully by the end of this 8 weeks your girl will be a vlogger, maybe. Anyway, so I did work out yesterday, Tuesday. You might not have any footage on that, but trust me, I wouldn't lie to you. So I did my first workout of week 2 yesterday, and today I actually just wanted to pop in and tell you something I'm doing for myself when it comes to it's linked to this challenge, but I want to gift myself at the end of the challenge. Yeah, just as a way to thank myself for sticking to it, because look at me believing that I am going to do it, but more so for even just attempting. You know, there's this cycle of habits, so I think it's cue, habit, reward. I may be wrong, but essentially for a habit to stick, you need to reward yourself for said habit. So I found this little tiny envelope, and obviously I've stuck this upside down because I'm a joke. So it's just basically a little sticky note that I'm going to label right now, and it's a tiny white envelope, and I'm going to create a sinking fund for gifting myself at the end of this challenge. I don't know exactly what I might gift myself. Probably another pair of workout tights, like I might thrift some workout clothes, because I mentioned that I have a few and maybe I want to expand my collection. So I might also, I don't know guys, I don't know yet, but I want to have the money to do whatever I'm going to do. So 8 weeks, I thought that 2,000 bob to buy something for this challenge is not too bad, a gift. So 2,000 bob divided by 8 is 250 a week, okay, but it's week 2, so we're kind of behind. That's why I have 500 bob here. So I'm gonna put that in for week 1 and week 2, and then every week I'll keep adding 250 bob. So by the end of the challenge I'll have 2,000 bob and I can get myself something, and I would like for it to be something that can actually further promote this habit loop. So I won't buy myself, most likely I won't buy myself, say, a piece of cake. I'm not a sweet tooth anyway, but I'd buy something that can make me keep working out, taking care of my mental, physical well-being. And so we'll see what that is. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and show you that, yeah, I'm going to do that. And maybe it would be an idea for you to do something similar. So let me just label it, I don't even know, gift. Like, really am a joke. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'll see you when I see you next. Morning. It is the 31st of January. It's a Sunday, and there are a lot of things I want to do today. The first is the move of the month. So part of this challenge is to work on one jump rope move, and this month's move is a crisscross jack. And so today is my one workout of the week, and I'd like to film me hopefully being able to do the move of the month. And in line with that, I actually wanted to unbox some things I bought recently. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So I actually ordered very expensive jump ropes, and I won't even say how much they are. Well, I might, but I'll leave a link to them in the description box. So they're from Crossrope Fitness, which is a brand owned by the jump rope dudes here on YouTube. I think the most popular jump rope channel in the world, maybe, I don't know. So they have their own jump ropes, and so they had like a sale. Yeah, so I ordered them through Kentex Cargo. I've talked about Kentex. I know there are mixed reviews. Some people don't like it, some people do. I just find it very easy to work with them. And I mean by, like, not sponsored. I just find it easy to ship through them. And I have a video on how I do that. So I ordered these around 28th December. And they they arrived the day before yesterday, so it took about a month to get these. And they have a size chart on their website, so I got both there. They have a Get Lean set, which has a 1/4 pound and half pound ropes. So I'm going to show you just now. And their Get Strong set, which is very intimidating because it has 1 pound and 2 pound ropes. So I essentially have, I think, all their jump ropes. And so I want to just show you how cute that packaging is. So you have the 1/4 pound is on top, and then you have the half pound one is underneath. That's the half pound one. I hope you all can see, because clearly unboxings are not something I'm used to doing. So I'm not going to obviously go from 0 to 1 pound. So I'm going to use the 1/4 pound rope today, and I'm very excited. So I just wanted to show you guys me opening it. And it was, as I mentioned, quite the investment. But I think that, well, I hope that it was worth it, since I really truly do love jump rope. And I see myself doing it for a long time. I wanted to have high quality. Okay, so that was fairly easy to do. Just linking the handles to the rope. So let me just do this, because as you can see, I'm great at multitasking. Okay, there we are. Oh, and they're so cute, aren't they? Oh, they're so cute. Really, really cute. So I'm going to use, oh, okay, you actually feel the weight in comparison to my other rope, which you've seen in my favorites video. It's just a basic rope. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. I think I'll take you guys outside to jump with me a little later. Remember when I think we last spoke, I was like, I am going to create a sinking fund so that I can buy myself something at the end of this challenge. And I thought it would be, say, workout gear or something. But I recently decluttered my wardrobe, and I think I have enough workout clothes, and I kind of turn like home clothes. Anyone who knows that we're in an African household, I think home clothes are a thing, or maybe that's just me. So I'm just wearing like old t-shirts as my sports tops. So I mean, I don't think I need sportswear, that's the point. So instead, I know what I want. I want Galaxy Active Watch. Yeah, it's a Fitbit, but for Samsung, and so it's more compatible with my Android phone, and it's about, I think, $300. I will confirm, but yeah, so it's about 30k, and I'm not going to buy it at the end of this challenge. I'll most likely buy it close to the end of the year. So I figured that I'm going to keep the sinking fund, but I need to just adjust my figures so that I can be able to buy it by, I just have my calculator open, I can be able to buy it by the 3rd week of November. So
how many weeks do we have? So let's just say Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So that's 9 times 4, 36, and then plus 3, 39.
So it's like somewhere between it's about, okay, it calculates at 769 shillings. So I'm just going to set aside 1,000 bob every week, just to overshoot, because if I order it online, there's like delivery fees and all that, but hopefully I can find it here. So I'm going to set aside 1,000 a week from today. I'll find my envelope and put that in. Yeah, so I'll just set aside 1,000 bob, and that can be my big gift to myself this year for being active and prioritizing my physical health. So that is the second thing I wanted to talk to you about. The third thing is, it is January 31st, which means it's the end of the month, And why I wanted to bring this up is February is Black History Month. And so I am planning to immerse myself, if possible, exclusively in Black culture. So I want everything I watch, read, listen to be all about Black people and celebrating Black people. So there's actually a Blackathon, which is like a reading challenge on YouTube in the month of Feb. I'll leave a link to it below, though you're going to watch this I think in March, so hopefully you tuned in because I shared it on my community page. So there's a Blackathon, and they have book recommendations, there are movies they're going to be watching, and I really want to be a part of as much as I can in that. I have adjusted my February to be read list, or TBR, to be exclusively books by Black authors. So that's my at least reading goal, and then watch Black movies. So I'll come up with a list of like Black shows. If they're, especially if they're already on my list, I'll just prioritize those shows for the month of February. So I wanted to share that with you guys in case you would want to take up that challenge. You don't have to do it in Feb, just be, I think it's important to be aware of like what you consume, and I've talked about that in its own video. But like, if you are trying to be more understanding of other cultures, more aware, more empathetic, there is an aspect of it that comes by just immersing yourself in those people's cultures. So I am trying to be more aware of certain groups. So there's the feminism, there's disabled groups. I want to learn more about disability in all its forms, and there is I would like to just know more about people of color, and I think sometimes the easiest way is through just reading their books or watching a movie. So it's something I want to do more of. Yeah, I think this vlog is going to be a feature film, so help me. Anyway, I'm gonna go and work out now, so let's go and jump rope and hopefully take a video of my move of the month. Yes. So I just finished my workout, and you guys, just with a quarter pounds, I think the exercise, the workout was at least twice as hard. So I think it's going to take some time to just adjust to having a weighted rope. And I can say from the first use, the handles have a really good grip, which is great, and it's actually quite perfect in terms of the height. So they have height charts, and I got the medium size, and it's quite perfect for me. What I can say is, if this thing hits you, your hand, or like if you trip and it hits your leg, the pain, like there's the usual pain when a basic jump rope hits you, but when it's weighted, it's another level of pain. So that's something to think about. But so far I'm so happy and I'm so excited with this purchase. So now I'm going to go and just start my day and do all the reviewing and planning for the month to come. So I actually read many books in February. I read 11 books, and I got a lot out of reading in Feb, centering Black history and Black people, and honestly that's pretty much all I did in February. I barely picked up a camera, and so there's a general dip in my motivation, enthusiasm that happened in February, but it's okay. I still managed to keep up with my workouts, and I did the February move of the month, which is ski steps. So here's a clip. Now imagine the next time I picked up my camera after that was on March 6th. That was the second last day of this program. So here's a clip of me on that day and coming close to the end of it and just how I was feeling about everything. Good morning, friends. It's 6th March, the second last day of my wellness challenge, and it's like 11:20 a.m. and I haven't worked out. So I just wanted to pop in. I didn't really pick up the camera the whole of Feb because I really had no motivation to do really anything in the month of February. So we're winding up. I am kind of behind because I have 2 workouts left. So I'll have to do a workout today and tomorrow. So I'm doing Begin week 8, day 2 today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and work out. I'll probably speak to you guys tomorrow as we wrap up the 8-week wellness challenge, and then I think on Monday is when I'll sit down and do all the stats and the aftermath of this 8-week wellness challenge. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so let's get into the results of the challenge. Let's start with habits. I've arranged them in order of success, so with the most successful habits and the least. So there were 9 of them. The first was the Begin workout. So this is the 8-week program I told you guys about, and I was to do 3 workouts a week, which comes to 24 workouts, and I did all 24 of them. So that is an 100% success rate, and I'm really happy because I've started this program 3 times now, and I guess 3 times a charm because this is the first time I've actually done it to completion. Yay! Second is 2 liters of water a day. So out of the 56 days, I did this for 48, which comes to a success rate of 85%. So I want to shout out green tea and herbal tea for helping me to actually keep my water intake high, because sometimes just drinking straight up water doesn't do it for me. So taking green tea, herbal tea, especially closer to the end of the day, has helped a lot with my water intake. The third habit is meditation. Now, meditation I was able to do for 53 out of the 56 days over this 8 weeks, which comes to 81% success. So I'm very happy about this. The next is journaling. So journaling I did in 39 out of the 56 days, which is 69%. So not too shabby. Then the next one would be the 20 minutes of tranquility, and this one I was able to do 35 out of the 56 days, so that's 62.5% success. The next one is keeping a food log. So When it comes to keeping a food log, I was just supposed to write down what I eat for all meals every day for the 8 weeks. And I was able to do this for 34 out of the 56 days, which comes to 60%. I did quite well in Jan. Actually, I did log all my meals in January, but in February, I struggled a lot. The next one would be the 15-minute jump ropes once a week. So out of the 8 weeks, I did it 4 times, which comes to 50% success. Active rest, I also did 4 out of the 8 weeks, which comes to 50%. Then lastly is vegetables at every meal. So when I started out, I was going to count out all my meals and see how many of those meals actually incorporated vegetables. Then over time, that in itself was such a struggle. So I was like, vegetables every day. The bar just kept being lower and lower. And so because I only tracked 34 out of the 56 days, my percentages for veggies is out of 34 instead of out of 56. I hope that makes sense. So I only ate veggies 13 out of the 34 days, which comes to 38%. So this is my least successful habit. So the next thing is about my sinking fund. So I told you about that in week 2. Then in week 3, I was like, you know what? I'm going to extend this to the rest of the year. So far, I've actually managed to save 6,500 bob. Yay! That's really great. And I'll continue to set aside 1,000 bob each week until around the end of November, close to the end of the year. And I still presently have my eyes set on the Galaxy Active Watch, but in case my mind changes over the course of the year, it's good to know that I have the money there for whatever I do decide to do with it. Then the last habits, or the last thing metrics I was tracking are my feelings, like my mood, my appetite, my confidence, that sort of thing. When it comes to exercising, so the fitness point of view, the physical fitness, I must say that the Begin program was definitely worth the investment. There's something different between just like doing some workouts on YouTube sporadically here and there and kind of just putting a program together for yourself and doing a program that was designed by a professional. Like, it was doable enough for a very unfit beginner like myself, but it was still challenging, and I really liked that because the minute you get comfortable, you're like, oh, I can finally do this exercise. It's a new week, progressive overload, you have to get uncomfortable and be challenged again, and I really liked that structure. Also, with working out, it really for me has an instant impact on my energy and my mood. Getting me to work out 3-4 times a week is a lot easier than asking me to do many other wellness habits, because I do feel the impact of it instantly and I enjoy it. So I really like that it helps with my energy, with my mood, and my self-confidence. So like in this case, I don't feel like my external appearance changed, and according to the numbers, I in fact gained weight, but how I feel internally is great. Well, not all the time, but as a result of working out, there's something about how I feel out of it, and that internal greatness, it radiates outwards. So I really like the impact that working out has in my life, and it's something that I will continue to do. I am not fit, but at least I am active and I'm working towards being actually fit. And also with working out, I do feel stronger. Like, I'm not strong. I don't know if there's an objective definition or a metric. Like, my core is not strong. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm much stronger than I was on week 1 versus week 8. And I really like seeing that I have actually progressed over the course of the 8 weeks. Now, the next 3 I'll put together as a trio. We have 20 minutes of tranquility, meditation, and journaling. I've put them together because I feel like their impact on my life is similar, because they give me a sense of calm. And in my digital minimalism video, I talked about how that's something I am in pursuit of, especially of late. And what I like about these habits is it's not, for me at least, the goal isn't to feel good. I'm not trying to be happier out of this habit. The idea is to kind of create an internal locus or an internal compass where I'm able to be more in touch, aware of, and be able to process my thoughts, my ideas, and my feelings. And these habits all help me do that in some different ways. They help me to just hear what's going on inside me, see myself, and observe my patterns. And so I like how they pair together, and I like how the overall impact is beautiful and necessary. So I'm really glad that I added these things to my challenge. The last thing about my feelings is I noticed that, well, I've known this for a long time, but I noticed that I tend to eat my feelings. And so even when there was a slump in February, there's a direct correlation between that and my eating habits. And so simply tracking my meals and aiming to eat more vegetables was just not enough to deal with the bigger issue that I have here. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. So let's talk a few things that I've taken away from this challenge and what's next. Well, first, I really like the idea of just looking at my life in 8-week or maybe 12-week chunks, because it's long enough for this tracking or this habit formation to be impactful, but it's also short enough to make it seem doable, or any sort of habit that you want to bring in or take out of your life. Now, another thing is 9 goals was a bit unrealistic. Actually, not a bit, but a lot, especially over an 8-week span. I think that for future challenges, I'll stick to 3 major goals maybe. So one in the physical fitness, one in nutrition, and then one of the, the soul wellness or mental well-being, because tracking 3 goals and focusing on 3 main things to think about on your day-to-day, on your week-to-week, is a lot more realistic, even just in terms of how you introduce it into your life. The last thing is, when it comes to my relationship with food, I started reading a book called Breaking Free from Emotional Eating to address the core issues around my eating habits, at a deeper level, because as I mentioned, simply attempting to change what I actually eat is not quite a solution for me. I need to address my whole relationship with food, how I use food on an emotional level, and everything around that. And I've already started reading this book. If you guys would like to watch a video or hear me talk more about it once I'm done with it, just let me know. But so far it's been really impactful. Overall, I am pretty darn proud of myself. When I calculate all the percentages for the 9 habits and divide them, I got 86%, which is a success for me. My goal was 80%, I got 86. I got an A. And even though it wasn't 100%, I am also learning to be very kind to myself, very gentle with myself, very realistic with what I'm asking of and for myself. And so I'm really proud of myself for sticking through the challenge, and I've learned so much that even this video cannot put into words. And then also mad props to vloggers who do this on a regular basis, because vlogging is not easy, it's not natural. I don't know if it is natural for some people, but for me it was really out of my comfort zone. So it's interesting that the 8-week challenge itself wasn't the only challenge. There was also the challenge of documenting the challenge itself. Very meta. So I'm really glad that I, stepped out of my comfort zone in that way. And obviously, I have a lot to learn in that sense. But I'd really love to know if this is the kind of video you don't see in the future. And just all your thoughts and feelings around what you gathered from this video. If you did make it this far, just put a tree emoji. I don't know if you guys have ever paid attention to my logo, but it is like me, but also I'm a tree. So yeah, just put a tree emoji and just share your thoughts and feelings. Thank you so much for being with me in this long feature film. Always remember that your hair is your crown and your body is a temple. Embrace it, love it, and take care of it. Goodbye.